Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cybersons Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. And let me get my word processor right in front of my eyes. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill Roper. I'm playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half orc, half drow, all badass, unarmed battle master, and it is a full house today. Mm-mm.
Our question of the day is: what is your character's motto?
That's a good question. All right, Orgoth, what is your motto? Oh, okay. So the Skullcrusher clan has a motto that it teaches every warrior when we're training, right? And it's like it is courage, strength, and victory, which is the triangle behind the skull. But that seems like really simple, probably because so everyone can remember it. But I thought I would have my own words, so I've been thinking about it a lot, and it is: when you fear, fight. When you fight, win. And when you fail, rise to fight again. So that's how I'm going to live.
I
Ooh, that's
love that.
awesome.
That's so good.
Hey everyone, this is Jaden playing Lapis Frizzlewing, your reborn wizard of smut who is by herself. Maybe die. Maybe will die. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. And yeah. And her motto is actually something that she's used to say a lot back in the day when things would happen, and it is in an ancient old dragon language. It is Ma Morn, Salj Dihal Afan An, which translated becomes Death comes, vengeance will be ours.
Ooh,
Ooh.
in the other language too. I love that, folks. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for allowing me a few weeks to be away. I'm Ross playing Wilvin Grandmain. I don't know where Wilvin is yet. Well, you don't. I guess we'll figure that out today, unless I'm just gonna sit here and watch. But Wilvin's motto, uh, why not? I don't think he puts too much like stake in. Like he doesn't have like a clan motto. There's nothing that has like that has followed him. But I think in my travels, I think what I end up saying most of all to myself is don't count on it. Um, and that's kind of a combination of be prepared and make your own destiny. If there's ever a question, will tomorrow's weather be pleasant? And don't count on it. Will I wake up in the morning? Don't count on it. Live it right now.
That is a badass carpe diem.
Yeah, kind of.
I
You're
like
right.
that.
You're right.
I do too.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I am terrified because I DM'd yesterday and I used up all my nat 20s against my players, so I'm gonna roll shitty today. Playing North, the Aladdin Rogue, problematic fave. And their motto is remember that from the day you're born till the day you die, the only person who will always stick by your side is yourself.
Nice. Nice.
It's really good. It
That's
also
close.
it reminds me of that stupid picture that says never trust anyone, not even yourself, and it has like the little kid with the same one behind him with a gun.
He just shoved himself there. Yeah.
I've got two for the rivals. Dermot, being a paladin, being brave meant that though you might be frightened, you would face the greatest danger if you knew it was the right thing to do. And Pollux, his motto is everyone is trying to accomplish something big, not realizing life is made up of little things.
Oh,
That
thanks,
was
Pollux.
cute.
I needed that
Yeah.
one today.
Aw.
Pollux is
Like
he's
a-
a wise, stupid person, kind of like silly. He doesn't really know what's going
Wise.
on. He's not
I-
silly. He's not stupid. He's kind of a fool a little bit, you know.
I
So
like that.
Naive.
naive. Yes. Is there anything else we need to talk about before we jump right in?
Oh, let's go.
Let's
We got the
go.
whole gang here. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, let's begin episode 31, Roll Out the Red Carpet. And at the end of last time, North, Question, and Satsrak Runestrider, I found his last name, had gotten all
Ooh.
dressed up or on the way to Mitchell's birthday party at the Imperial Embassy, hosted by North's mother, Hamawin. Having felt a tingle, Lapis had stuck onto an Imperial skyship that was headed to the party as well. Like they were headed directly into the walled compound. Um, the tingle emanated from an older woman on the ship who was told by a guard, like named by a guard as Madame Cross. And she was wearing a decadent red robe. And she felt a tingle of her own, thinking somebody had invaded her ship and ordered zombies under control to search the boat for intruders. And back at the embassy, we have Orgoth, Question, North, and Satsrak all in an open air carriage drawn by two large lizards through the streets heading toward the lit up embassy. The boat that Lapis currently on is hiding, she snuck a little bit halfway through the boat and she kind of sees her quarry up ahead. And the boat is descending slowly toward the party. Lapis, what would you like to do?
So I am immediately going to reach into my pouch and grab the potion of invisibility so I can be invisible for an hour
Okay,
without having to need the.
not having to concentrate on it. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Are you like hiding behind anything, or are you just sort of like staying out of everybody's way?
I'm staying out of everybody's way.
Okay. The zombies have kind of started like there's five of them. There's five of them. There's four sailors who are flying the boat, and there's four guards who seem to be a bit put out by the zombies. They seem to be just more interested, and they seem to be they're dressed up in really nice guard uniforms, and they were like put out at maybe having to work or fight or something. They're not really happy right now. But the woman who has black hair with silver kind of streaming through it, and she's old. She's like in her 70s, but seems very like standing up straight and proud. And she's just kind of like looking over the ship. Lapis.
All right, so after I take the potion,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and take over the zombies. I'm going to use actually a third level uh animate dead to try and take over her dead.
Okay. How many people how many undead will that affect with the third level?
I am with my extra one. That's going to be 4 that I can take over.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna have you make an Arcana check at advantage.
Advantage. All right. So that's going to be a 26.
Okay. One of the zombies that's close to you is like kind of like looking fruitlessly for you. Stands up straight and looks right at you.
And I'm just going to, even though I can't really see what I'm doing, I'm going to put a finger up in the air, make a little circle around, and gonna command it, as well as any others that I've gotten,
Mm-hmm.
to immediately attack the lady.
Okay. Okay. You managed to catch 4 of them. The 5th one is on the other side of the ship. I'm assuming you went up kind of one side.
Mhm.
Everybody's like in the middle of the boat, and you're kind of like scooting up the side, out of the
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
And the zombies suddenly like with a growl, and they start running at Madame Cross, and she's like, "What?" And I'd like you to roll initiative.
Woo. That is a 17.
Okay. Running counter. 17 for you. Everybody else gets a 0 because they're not there. Okay. The guards, caught flat-footed, kind of watch the zombies like running at, and they don't think anything of it. But the woman is obviously aware that something, her spell has failed. You go first.
All right, so I'm gonna hold off on a certain thing for now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to make the zombies attack this lady.
Okay.
Should I? How should I roll for them?
The zombies go on 16. They have their own initiative because she might be able to take control of them again.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
If that's the case, then on my turn,
mm-hmm,
I am going to summon undead,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going to summon some undead spirits.
Got it. Okay. How many spirits do you summon?
2.
2. Okay. Is Sika one of them?
Yep.
Okay. The
And just because I liked it so much, Sika's going to be a boo ghost.
Nice. Okay. The zombies start rushing at Madame Cross. Madame Cross looks at the zombies like, stop, stop, stop. And they like run up and attack her. Let's see. That is a... Let's see. 1 hits. 3 hit. Okay.
Oh, my spirit should also be attacking on my turn.
On your turn? Okay. Do they attack the round that you summon them?
Let's see. The creatures ally to you and your companions. In combat, the creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours.
So again, that they do go before the zombies. So I'll keep the 3 hits
Sweet.
in my mind. So you go for the spirits. The spirits rush in.
All right, and they're going to do a multi attack.
Okay.
Ooh, that is only a 12 to hit for the first one.
Okay.
14.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for the next one, that one fails pretty fucking bad. And that one is a 17 to hit.
The 17 does hit, but it's the only one that does.
All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna say that it was Sika who did it. Oh shit, no. Dang, only 4.
Okay.
It's 4. It's whatever.
Okay. 3 of the zombies hit, and that is... So they come in and they just like try to strike at her, striking with their fist. And that is a total of 10 for all 3 hits. Okay.
Are we gonna have to do contesting Arcana
Yes.
for her to take over
Yeah.
mine? Okay.
Yeah. So this is what's going to happen. Actually, the other zombie, the 5th zombie,
Mhm.
is looking around for you. But it's at disadvantage to find you. It rolls a natural 1 in the second roll, so can't tell what's happening. So let's do a contested Arcana roll for like 1 zombie.
Okay.
Basically, you feel your control of the zombie trying to be wrested away.
Mm.
That is a 25.
That is a... Oh, shit. That's also a 25.
Okay, control remains with you. As the zombie kind of like is looking back and forth, like Like, ah, ah.
Yeah, that's confusing.
And she notices it. She's like, there's another necromancer here. Um, she is going to.
Well, that was one of her spells, her trying to fucking take over my thing.
Mm-hmm. She is going to. I got to see if it's a bonus action or not. It's a. Da, 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 da. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves.
Lapis.
So did
Yeah.
you have those? Did you have those made, North? Did you have, or did you make them? Because I know
Uh,
you're really talented like that.
The
Your
jewelry, no,
outfits.
I did not make them. I had these made. I just did some modifications on them.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That looks really good.
Thank you.
And back to the action as she, as a bonus action, casts what's it called? Dim door, not dim door. Maybe it is the dim door. She like phew to the other
Dimension
side of
door.
the boat. Dimension door, yeah, to the other side of the boat to the forecastle. So she's up like up the stairs, up the ways, and she's like, "Guards, guards! There's somebody here. You have to find him." And it is not any of yours turn. So that is, I think it's the guards start looking around. And because you're invisible, they do not find you. One gets
Woo!
kind of close, and because you don't even have to hold your breath, you don't breathe. You're
Yeah.
good. And but they are holding an action. You see them like draw short swords,
Mhm.
and it looks like they're gonna slash out at anything. Lapis, your turn.
I am going to have the zombies the zombies and the spirits fly immediately after her, or go immediately after her.
Okay.
So I'm going to command them to do that.
Okay.
And since they haven't found me yet, I'm still going to hold on to it,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm going to try and sneak over to where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attempt to make the leg move, because she's all the way down, like near where.
Yeah, she's like in the forecastle area where you landed at first, and there's a set of stairs going up. So the forecastle is like up from the main deck, about maybe like 5 feet or so,
So how
and
close is she to the railing there?
closer than she was. Probably a good 10 feet. Like she's right in the
I
middle. She's at the top of the stairs.
I want to force her. I want to force her with what I can control about me to move in that direction.
Move in that direction. Okay.
And see if I can also have the zombies try and go in and tackle her off as well.
Okay. Two zombies can get to you. You can get to her. And the spirits can get, because their move's only 20 feet. And
Okay.
the spirits can fly up and get to her as well. So anything else, Lapis, on your specific turn?
I'm gonna hold an. I want to hold an action
Mm-hmm.
if I get found out.
Got it. What were you going to do if you get discovered?
Use a scroll.
Okay. Zombie 1 and Zombie 2 attack her with a punch.
Well, I want them to push her off.
Oh, okay. Well, they still have to hit.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like slam, like trying to push her with a slam. Lapis, actually, the spirits go first because they go immediately after your turn.
Yeah. And I am going to. I'm gonna have them do. Deathly touch if I can. So I'm gonna try an attempt to hit. Ooh. So both of them were 17 and 18 on the die.
You both hit.
All right. Heck yeah. 3, 8. Okay, so that is going to be, let's see. That was 8 on the first hit, and then it was 9 on the second.
Okay, 17
for each one.
Okay, 17 points.
And they have to do, or she has to do a DC saving throw, wisdom save. Otherwise, she gets scared of them.
Okay. That is a 17 and a 20 something.
Yeah, all right, yeah, she makes it. She just gets smacked then.
Yeah. Okay, the zombies. The 2 zombies try to push her. You want them to make shove attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Why don't you roll? Roll 2 20-siders for me. Just tell me what the natural roll is.
Okay. That was 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a 15.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Shove attack. Didn't we look this up last time?
Yes, they can defend with either athletics roll or a dexterity acrobatics
Thank you.
Target chooses.
The necromancer has a better.
You don't got to
dex.
look it up. I'm a battle master. I'll tell you how it works.
You got it. Okay, I just want to make sure because okay, she has a +2 to the roll. That's only a 10. She gets pushed back to the railing.
And the other zombies are like after her too. They're not there yet, but they are after her.
Yes. They're like they're climbing up the stairs.
Mhm.
She looks down at the lit up embassy, like looks over the edge, and she's like, I don't know what's going on here. I feel this itch in my nose. I know you're here. I know you're here.
And as the zombies are attacking her, as they are, you just hear them going, "Thief! It is mine! Mine! You stole from our mistress!" And they're constantly calling her thief.
Okay. And she's like confused. The guards start whacking on starting to attack the zombies. But she does this and casts a spell. And suddenly she's like, vroom, and disappears. And you hear North and Orgoth. You're coming up like next to the grate. Like you see like the iron gates and the iron wrought fence that goes completely around, and it's like a 30-foot high wall. And in the back you see like there's lots of people. They're like walking around having little glasses of wine. They're like taking food off of tables, waiters going by, and they're pulling up to the main entrance so you can get the full grand entrance. And you look over and suddenly you see as this woman appears out of nowhere, landing on the ground. Actually, I should roll to see if it's because it's a teleport spell. So I need to see if it actually.
In the tree. In the tree.
Yeah.
In the tree.
Okay, she's fine.
Dang, would have been fucking funny if she just biffed it.
Yeah, it just like appears in the tree and the legs sticking out. And immediately she is wearing this glorious red, beautiful robe, high-necked cloak, robes. She has hair piled up black and silver, and you see this tall man with red stringy hair walking up to her to talk to her.
Does she have any Cerberus assembly?
Make a perception check.
Yep.
The magic users always like make a big entrance.
That's like 14.
14. You see a symbol, but it's kind of like woven into the brocade. Is that what it's called? Of her outfit, where it's hidden. It's a little bit hidden, but you picked it out.
They're just
Um, and their carriage starts to come around to the front doors. Lapis.
Son of a bitch. You planned this out so she could fucking escape. You bitch.
Well, you just threw 4 zombies at her unexpectedly, so she's gonna run. She's not completely gone. She could be completely gone, but
Well, with her gone, and I can feel the tingle move.
yep,
So obviously I know she's fucking gone.
yeah, and you know she's down below at the embassy as well.
Well, now I have to wait for this fucking thing to land.
Um,
You have no idea how mad I am at you, Ron. Like, absolutely fucking morbid at you.
I'm so sorry.
No,
That
you're
is
not.
Your bed, and you are laying in it.
We're going out of combat, but all 5 zombies revert to your control.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna try and push all the fucking workers out of here. I'm gonna attempt to make this thing actually crash into the assembly.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
I'm gonna say, okay, just to let this kind of move on a little bit. The fight goes not well for the guards as the zombies start tearing them apart. The sailors climb up into the rigging to get away from them.
And so they're not manning the fucking ship.
No. So the ship's kind of like coming down.
I think it's gonna hit the room.
Hey, does anybody think that ship's getting a little close?
Yeah, no, it's looking kind of
It's
bad.
coming down.
How about
Suddenly,
we pull the brakes? How
um,
about we pull the brakes?
suddenly a body gets tossed over and hits the roof of the embassy.
Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
Let's pull the brake right now.
It's coming in.
Hey, driver, stop the carriage.
Yes, sir. And it's actually Satsrak who's driving.
No, hey, Sasrak, stop the carriage.
And
There's
pulls
guys
into a
falling
stop.
on the roof from somewhere out from that ship up there.
Are they gonna make it? That's gonna
And
be
suddenly-
so much damage.
Another body hits the roof, and the ship hits. Lapis, what do you do as you know it's about to hit the roof of the building?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the zombies actually come around me and kind of use themselves as a cushion as they all wrap around me. So I don't take as much damage.
Okay. Make a dex. It's like not because you're kind of like just bracing yourself. I'm gonna say Constitution.
Okay.
Constitution or Strength, whatever's better for you.
Con. My strength is only +1.
Okay.
But my con isn't any better either.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Okay.
Meat shield activate, yeah.
Yeah, the zombies, like suddenly you hear like a scream coming from the yard below, and you see the carriage went around, so you lost sight of the people that were in the back.
Mhm.
North and Orgoth.
Mm-hmm.
And Lapis, you can't see because you've got a zombie meat shield going on right now. The pieces of the ship just shatter in like shards of wood, and you just see them like impacting into the zombies and crush, and you hear like the mast over to the side, and you hear people screaming and running out of the building.
I am so fucking mad. I have an occasion to dress up. I dress up good. I am fucking ready to go out on the very fancy evening. I get a date. We come in. We're wearing white at the wedding. And whoever did this is gonna pay.
North, it's going to be okay, Satrak says.
No, it's not okay.
Lapis, what do you do?
There's just like little.
I'm gonna
You know
come
they
out
have
of
like
the.
embers as freckles. They just
Mhm.
like pitter pat. They just like
Yeah.
spark a little bit.
Okay.
She's gonna get out of like the zombie meat shield and just kind of head towards where she can feel the tingle.
Okay.
She's not done with this bitch.
Okay.
And she also still has Sika and the other little um spirit with her, and
Okay.
they're all gonna come after her.
I'm gonna say one of the zombies is still alive and at half hit points.
Yay!
So it's
All right, he's off.
What's-
He's after her with me.
11 hit points.
What's happening in the yard now
The
that
yard,
an airship has
people-
crashed into the embassy?
Yeah.
And
So the backyard, because it was a secure location, doesn't really have like there's a locked gate back there, but there's no like main like it's like people are kind of crushing up against it trying to get out. And you see in the front people are just streaming out of the building and screams are going on and people are just running for their lives. North, you see your mother and Mitchell coming out. And Mitchell has got two kids, one in either arm, running out.
I'm a big sibling. Fuck.
Can we
are
see
they
that
coming
people-
our way?
And they're coming out. Yeah, they're coming from the main entrance. Like right now, your cart is like your carriage is right there where the red carpet leads into.
Oh, I am gonna hop off and book it towards them.
The, your mother comes up short. It's like, what? What? And she's just apoplectic. Apoplectic? Is that what it is? Like just
Yeah.
really just angry and just like.
Which season is she at?
She is currently what? Summer is her mad season. She's
Summer is wrath.
yeah,
Yes.
wrath. Yeah, yeah. You just see her kind of like it's like waves of heat coming off of her. She's angry, and Mitchell's holding let's see, a girl who looks to be about 11 years old, and a little boy who looks to be about 8.
Do they look half elven?
They look human.
Okay.
Okay, and they're
yeah, no.
both kind of crying.
I'm just gonna gesture them over, like, come on. Let's just. Let's
Satsrek's like,
recruit some-
what should we do?
There's a fucking airship that crashed on the embassy. That's a crime against. Well, it's on the Empire ground technically. So.
Yeah. The broomstone that keeps the ship aloft suddenly goes vroom and catches fire. So now
Okay, let's get out of here.
Can I see that people are like there's a crush against a
Yeah.
locked gate? People
yeah,
can get
yeah,
through? All
you
right.
can, yes.
He's gonna turn. Question. Could you? And Orgot's like getting out of the super fancy, like his coat,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's like, "Can you?" And he's like, could you hold it?" And he's like getting the shirt off as fast as he can because he doesn't want to ruin his
Okay.
nice clothes. But so then he's like, I've got to go. I gotta help. I'll be right back. And Orgoth is just like in the leather, like the black leather pants,
Mhm.
and is like racing over towards where the locked gate is.
Okay.
And he's gonna just try to like his whole goal is to get there and see if he can get it open.
Okay. Okay, you go there. It takes you a while to get back there because you have to fight through the crowd.
Yeah.
You, Lapis, when you landed and before the explosion went off, you saw a door leading down into the building, and the tingle's coming from within the building. But you also, and you're still invisible, correct?
Yeah, I'm still invisible. I'm
Okay.
invisible for a whole hour.
Yeah. The give me a second. You also see a balcony with a fire escape, like down the back of the building, where into the backyard, where there's like lots and lots of people trying to escape the embassy right now. Which direction do you head?
I'm heading towards where the tingle is.
Okay, so into the building.
Yep.
Okay. you pass several people who are trying to head upstairs, and they've got like buckets of water and trying to go up and see if there's any, like trying to check on the ship and see if there's any survivors. Um, they see this.
I'm actually going to drop the zombie because I know he only goes like 40 at max, and I'm just
Mhm.
gonna outrun him. So he's down.
He's down. Okay, so he's like collapses into a dead person. Okay,
Yeah.
and so you left them on the roof. So you and the spirits, who can be invisible, right? The
Yeah.
spirits, okay. Or they can hide underneath your robes too. They've done that before.
Yeah.
So you see people kind of rushing past you. Um, Maybe one person kind of bumps you, but they don't. They're in such a hurry that like they look behind them for a second, but they keep rushing up. You get down to the first floor, and up above on the roof, you hear "Vroom" as the fire erupts.
Do I see this bitch anywhere?
Um, you see a hallway with several sitting rooms and a tea room off to one side,
Hmm.
and across down the hall, a couple of doors. You see what's the symbol for the Cerberus assembly? It's
Isn't it like 3 heads? Hold on.
yeah,
Like triangular kind of.
yeah. Let's see. It's a triangle thing. Let's see. Cerberus. Uh, assembly symbol.
It's like a 3-pronged what have you with like little hands underneath it. Like
Yes,
wings
yes.
underneath it.
With like a golden crystal. Yeah, it's like spikes coming up with like a 3-pronged crystal in the center, and you see that on a door, a wooden door,
Hmm.
and the tingle's coming from beyond that door.
Okay. Okay. Is it on fire or anything? Can I sense any magic on the door itself?
There is magic on the door, yes,
You son of a bitch.
and it is you can sense the tingle from beyond. The door's definitely on fire. The fire's like this is like the first floor, and the roof's a 3-story building.
Hmm.
So you got time. What do you do?
Well, I can have the spirits go through the door,
Okay. Phew.
and I could summon more.
Okay. Okay. The spirits go in. Can they communicate to
No,
you?
they cannot.
Okay.
But I'm basically just gonna have them keep attacking this bitch.
Okay. Um. You hear some spells going off inside as the fight breaks out.
Mhm.
What's your spirit's stats? And let's actually go to Orgoth while you look that up.
So, yeah, Orgoth gets to the gate and he's gonna see like if is there anything he can do to unlock it to open it from his side.
It has a chain and a padlock on it. It looks like you
And
might be able,
lens.
yeah, like rip it apart.
All right, then I'm just gonna grab the chains and just like and just apply every ounce of my strength against this thing.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
That would be 15 plus 10 for a 25.
Okay. And suddenly one of the links, it's like for a moment your muscles are like bulging, and then you pull, and suddenly one of the links finally goes, ugh, and like, and links go everywhere as the chain bursts.
Okay, and I'll like throw the gate open. I'm like, come on, get out of there, everybody.
People
Come on, let's
start
go.
running. There's a lot of like older people, like not moving very fast. Several people with cane, lots of like noblemen, and who are older, and so they're not moving very very quickly. And a lot of them got knocked down, and so people are trying to help them up and get out and away from the danger. North, what are you doing?
I am trying to get my mom and maybe my half siblings and
The
to
little
the carriage
girl
at least.
looks up at you. She's got like blonde curly hair. Hi.
Hi, get over here, sweetie. And I'm gonna turn to Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know whose ship that is?
I think that was Ravana Cross's ship. She's a member of the Cerberus Assembly. She was coming to the party tonight.
Do you think it would be her doing, or she's been sabotaged?
I think she's been attacked. I don't know what's going on.
If I look, when the thing falls, what's the trajectory ish?
Like when the ship fell, or when
If it keeps falling, like if it ends
it's
up
going to
like
be on
off
the
building.
side. It may fall into the street on like because the building is long,
Okay.
like a long rectangle, and it may fall like onto the railing, onto the iron fence, and like into the street on the west side of the building. And people have like seen it. I mean, like you just can't miss it. So
Okay. I'm gonna get my people in that carriage, even if it is a bit tight.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at Satrak,
Mm-hmm.
get them to safety.
And he nods and whips the reins, and the lizards get away. Okay, Lapis.
Yeah.
Did you find stats? How many hit points do they have?
They have 30.
30. Okay. Let's see. This is what I'm.
Their
gonna,
AC is 15.
15. Okay. You hear some like spells being slung. In fact, it sounds like there's 2 spellcasters in there.
Okay.
And the spirit that isn't Sika, you feel his spirit kind of dissipate.
Mhm. And anytime that happens, I just do another summon undead.
Okay.
And it just replaces it.
Okay. Let's see. North and Orgoth, what are you doing after that?
I'm running to Orgoth, and I'm gonna try to get people out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in full on get people out from the dangerous area.
Because
Okay.
we don't know what caused that. There could be terrorists in there.
Yeah.
There could be killers in there.
Wouldn't that be bad?
You hear the 2 people inside speaking in a language that you don't recognize.
Okay.
And then suddenly the door flies open, and you see Sika and the other undead right there, and you see a man, skinny man, long stringy red hair, and you see Ravana Cross standing next to him, and they're firing spells and attacking, and they look at you. They actually look out in the hallway, like, she's not out there! It's like, she's invisible, you fool, they say in common. So let's go into another initiative. Which means I have to make this one now. Okay. Actually, here.
Wilvin, please come around and save me.
Y'all are doing great.
I'm just going to keep her stats up.
Yeah, welcome back, Ross.
Yeah.
You came back to chaos at the moment.
It's up to Ron when I show up. I have no idea where I'm at.
I thought I was the chaotic idiot in this group.
There's still an auction happening tonight, just so you know. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it don't look like there's going to be a party.
I'm so disappointed.
This is the
All
party.
pretty done.
What'd you get, Lapis?
I got a 16.
Okay. You see the woman, she cast a spell, and she looks right at you. She's like, there she is.
And with that, I flip her the bird.
Okay. And it is your turn.
All right, I am going to do an arcane recovery so I can get back a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Ray of Sickness on her.
Okay.
And that is Oh shit. Let's see. Hold on. Raise sickness. Actually, no. I'm gonna do blight. No. Yeah, blight. So she needs to do a con save.
Okay. That is actually a 14.
She misses.
Okay.
Jesus, I didn't realize that I was gonna do this. I'm just gonna go on. There we go. And I'm just gonna do a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She takes 47 damage.
Okay. She's
Gotta
hurt.
love blight.
Okay, she's still up.
And then it is my spirit's turns.
Mhm.
And they are going to also do the same attack.
Okay.
So it is. All right, so one of them was a dirty 20 and the other one was a 14.
Okay.
Did they hit or?
They did
well, any
not-
of the dirty.
Yeah, the dirty 20 does hit. The 14 does not hit.
Yeah. That is. That's going to be 10 damage.
Okay. Okay.
And then she needs to do a wisdom save.
Well, it doesn't matter because she's going down.
Oh, okay.
This is what happens. You see her, she was wearing a wig. And the wig kind of just like gets knocked to the side. And you see the shifter ears kind of pop up off of her head. And the wig falls and she falls to the ground. And suddenly from beneath her robe, you see a tail kind of come out. And I'd like you to make a perception check. Actually,
What the fuck?
yeah.
I was not expecting this. Perception. That is a 22.
22. Her profile looks very familiar to you. Like she has a nose that looks very familiar to you. Like now her face is like not covered by the robes.
Huh.
And then you hear Walcott, "No! Ravana! No!" And he runs to her, casts teleport.
I want to grab at my fucking leg first. Actually, if she falls, she's not holding on to that leg with the necrotic energy, so it would have just pop out.
If you fell, would all your pieces fall apart? If you went to 0 hit points, would all of your pieces fall apart?
I mean, mine would. It's being held up by fucking necrotic energy.
Do they then get pulled back together if you're like brought back, like with a healing word or something? That's creepy and cool.
I'm going to say no, because he is aware of what this is.
So he's gonna use a necrotic energy to just be like, no, we're just gonna.
No, he's
keep
just
that
going to
in
grab
there.
it. He's just going to like grab the leg.
Well, I was right outside the door. Can't I just grab it from him?
Well, he was right next to her.
Yeah, but I was right next to them, but with the door.
It's also his turn too.
Yeah, but can't I use? I've been
You
using
lost
my
your
necrotic
leg,
energy.
Lapis.
Yes.
Deal with it.
No, I'm not gonna let this. This is my fucking leg. I've been telling Ron I'm gonna grab it. I'm using my fucking necrotic energy to grab at it. I've been able to control it this whole time.
Yeah, but it's not your turn. Okay, this is what happens.
Well, I can't fucking Sika grab it, son of a bitch.
Sika goes after your turn. That is correct. Sika does go after your turn.
Yeah, I want to grab my fucking leg.
What does Sika do? It goes after you.
Ow.
Gonna grab my leg. Just gonna grab it and fly out towards me, or at least grab it and chuck it over at me.
Sika is able to pull it away from underneath the robe. And you see Walcott grab her, cast teleport, leaving the leg behind.
Good.
But anytime, if you go to 0 hit points, your body falls apart, just so you know, Remind
Yeah,
me.
I know that.
Okay.
I expect that to happen.
And then suddenly you hear like the sounds of like wood cracking as fire is happening above you.
Oh shit.
North in Orgoth, what do you do?
Have we got the people out?
Yeah, it's all about getting the people
Yeah.
All the
out.
oldies?
All the people. It takes you a while, but everybody is like the Hand of Ord shows up about. Well, there were some people members of the Hand of Ord, but it was mostly your mom's personal security
Mm-hmm.
who was there doing security for the event. So the Hand of Ord shows up about 5 minutes later. Um, there are other people who are helping, who are at the party. Um, there, Sheed Kaltor was there, and he actually goes up to Orgoth and pats you on the back of the shoulder. He's like, "I saw you break those chains."
Yeah, well, we can't let these people, get hurt in here. There are a bunch of oldies in there. We had to get them out.
And you look over and you see Dew of the Mountain actually like grabbing people and like jumping over, like grabbing on, like picking up somebody, jumping over into a box and double flipping over to the fence, getting people out. There are people working with you to get people to safety, and eventually you get everybody out.
Hey, Sheed, I'm going to say 3 words to you because this just came into my head.
Yeah,
And you can have this one for free.
yeah.
But for the fight, contest of heroes.
The contest of heroes.
There you go.
That's
for
nice.
The big,
I like
for the
that.
big fight. Because
Can
I see a Dew of the Mountain over there who's being very heroic.
Can I
So
pop
that
my
would be
head
great.
in? Is it really the moment?
But it's always the
Then-
moment.
No, it's not.
All right. Okay. Okay. See you later, Sheed.
Okay, and,
Morgoth runs off
North,
to go help
you
other
see
people.
some of your mom's staff pushing this cart, and there's all these little like silver bags, paper bags on the cart, pushing them out.
All right, I'm gonna go help with that.
Okay. And
Is there anything that you need to get out of here?
um I'm not sure. We need to try to contain the fire. The bedrooms are on the back lower level. And
Okay.
then there's also on the second level, but I think the fire's just now got to the second level.
Okay, paperwork that you need to save.
In the room, I don't know what happened to the assembly folk.
Okay, I don't know what happened to them. Do you have a bag someplace?
Yes, and hands you like a bag.
I'm gonna kick my shoes off and run into.
Okay.
Yeah, time to go into the flames and try to help people.
Okay.
I'll follow North.
Okay.
Mostly
Montage!
like going
Yeah.
for the stuff in the bedroom that would be important to keep, mementos, whatever. Paperwork can't be saved if the offices at the second level, so it can't be saved. I'm not going in there.
Okay. Wilvin, where you are currently. I'm not going to say.
I'm sorry,
I'm not
what?
going to say where you are. I'm not going to say where you are.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But you look over across the city as you're waiting, and suddenly you just see as a fire erupts from a location that's fairly close to the Cool Flame.
Sitting alone where he's at,
Mm-hmm.
he says into the night air, "Is that something to do with you?" Son of a bitch. And he just takes off running toward the city gates
Don't forget your promise.
and keeps running. Hears that, but keeps running. And right before he gets to the city gates, would cast disguise self. Taking on the form of not like too terribly different. Like he doesn't go for height. So he chooses a gnome this time.
Okay.
Female.
Okay.
Big black like mane of hair, feathers in it. And some like animal skins.
Okay.
That he doesn't know where he's headed. He's just knows that he's headed toward action. But he also knows that he could be recognized and doesn't want to be, especially right now.
Got it.
But he does that before he gets to like the city gates.
Okay. The city gates are. It's nighttime, but they haven't gotten late enough. They're actually locked for the evening. So they say, "State your business, ma'am."
It's a city, right? There's people coming and going. I've got wares to buy. Is that all right?
Oh, come on in. You almost missed it. We're about to shut the door.
Thank you. And runs right through him.
Okay. Lapis,
Yeah.
what do you do?
So I'm gonna grab my foot and just gonna casually walk out the door of this place.
Front door?
If that's where most of the people are running off into, yeah.
Yeah, the people who are trapped in the back pretty much couldn't go back in. There were so many people that ran that direction. It's easier to go out the front door. North.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see Lapis just walk.
How can she see me? I'm
Oh,
fucking
never
still
mind. You're invisible.
invisible.
You're invisible. Yeah, you go out the front door. Never mind. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Thank you.
Lapis probably sees us running in.
Yeah, North. You
like
see
the front door.
Lapis. You see North with in the hallway, and she's like grabbing up papers. She's in an office, and you see pictures of her. Somebody that looks sort of like him, on the desk, and like shoving papers into a bag.
It's interesting that they're trying to steal here. All right. Just gonna keep walking. I need
Hey,
I need
North, there's nobody else here. I can't find anybody else on. Is there anything else we're supposed to get?
I think we cleared the room. We got whatever papers we could. We should get out of here before it gets too warm in here.
Okay. Orgoth comes from some other room where he's been doing God knows what, but he's in there somewhere.
Okay, you see both of them, Lapis. You just walk out.
Yep.
Okay,
I got this.
where do you go?
I'm actually gonna head over towards the mongoose.
Okay. It takes you a while to get there. Do you get a carriage there, or you?
I'm gonna walk.
Okay, it'll take you a while to get there.
That's fine. Like I'm gonna walk halfway and then I'm gonna get a carriage.
Got it. Okay. Wilvin, do you get a carriage, or you just run the rest? It's probably a good 30-minute.
Yeah, I don't think Wilvin takes like a moment. I think he's just full out sprint. Just because he sees like the carnage, a fireball in the sky. He's just kind of in instinct mode.
The the implications of all this. Okay, Wilvin, you get there, and you see the Hand of Ord like a mass, like at least 40 or 50 people, guards, and they've like some of them have got buckets and are running water into trying to save as much of the building as possible. The third and second floors are on fire.
And the civilians around
Are a good distance away.
Once he's determined the safety of that, and like then he looks for his party.
You see them, North and Orgoth. You've come out and you're just exhausted from everything.
Then Wilvin will stop before he gets to the Hand of Ord. He doesn't try to.
They
create
pay you
an
no
interaction.
mind. There's so many onlookers right now. They pay you no mind.
Yeah. So he'll kind of keep a distance from the crowd, and if he sees his party coming out, he'll stop and wait and just watch to see where they go. He assumes he has not been recognized, and he wants to follow them more than make himself known at this point.
Okay. Orgoth, North, what do you do?
Okay, let's. I told Satrak to bring them somewhere safe. I assume the cool flame or the first eclipse, either is fine. The closest one would be the cool flame. So that's your coop there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. I'm sure Question went with them. So
Yeah.
Question is definitely.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's get back there. I guess I don't.
So you see them heading back.
I'm grabbing my shoes back on the way out.
Wilvin would follow them like 30, 40 yards behind, keeping his disguise and trying to determine how much, based on the knowledge that he has, how much time before that he has before his engagement that he needs to attend.
The engagement is going to be happening in the middle of the night. You probably
Mhm.
have a good 6 hours.
Great. Then he'll just follow them to the cool flame.
Okay.
And I think there's just this moment of North and Orgoth walking back, are like we're kind of covered in like smoke or soot,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I have no shirt on. There's like all I'm really sorry that the party got ruined. I know it really meant a lot to you to go.
I am dead silent. I will not peep a word. I am fuming. I am not even
Just
looking at him. I am
Just that scene of
Carrying
like
on.
Orgoth kind of
Mhm.
like slumped a little bit, like he's
Yeah.
bummed out for North and bummed out, and North is just like livid. And just like people, I imagine like some couple walks up the street and they're like, oh, and they like move to the other side of the road.
Yeah.
So we're just like,
Trouble in paradise.
yeah,
You can
Yeah.
tell they're
it looks like
fighting.
a bad first date.
Yeah.
Do I see a carriage in front of the cool flame?
You do. You do.
I'll kick the door open.
Everybody, there's lots of people, a lot of people who, like, you see your family. You see Question and her three best friends. You see your mother. You see Mitchell and the two kids. And they're all just sitting there around the table. And there's like appetizers, but nobody's touched them.
I will get to my mother.
Okay.
I will place the bag in her hands.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I could say from your bedroom and your office.
And she pulls out like a letter that you had written her, looks at it, and just leans over and just collapses into your arms crying.
Oh, I am holding on to her and just like petting her hair. Like my face, like there's mascara like running down. There is sweat. There is soot. There's everything. I'm just holding her so tight.
Mitchell's like, it was just a birthday. And you hear like the little girl say, Dad, shut up.
Are they?
They're mine, Mitchell says, from a previous marriage. I guess
Well,
that makes them.
She's right. Shut up, Dad.
And you see the girl who, red eyes from crying, looks up at you and kind of like smiles.
Oh, did you get your gift? By the way, it wasn't a carriage. That's a wonderful situation. You got a nice robe with a little monogram on it. Look at where we're at.
He holds it up. It's like it's out of the box, and he's just had it like next to him the entire time. I love it.
Yeah, you better fucking love it because I think that's all that's gonna be left. What the fuck?
Wilvin, you get to the cool flame. You see a carriage outside with a very ornate, nice carriage with two lizards yoked to it. Giant lizards. And you can hear them kind of like talk. You hear North talking.
In his disguise, he'll post up right next to the door
Mhm.
of the cool flame, like put a leg up on the building, and take out his very Wilvin pipe and pack it, strike it, and just kind of like stand there, this like female gnome that just another face on the street but smoking Wilvin's pipe, waiting for them to settle and like get like he's not going to add on to what's happening right now, but he's present.
Is Satrak there as well?
Satrak is not there.
Oh, okay. Well, he did what
It's
he had
it's
to do.
it's okay. I'm fine. We got everybody out. Question. It's okay.
Because I'd imagine she's a little like freaked out.
Yeah,
as we
question is
ran into the
like,
fire.
she's kind of in shock a little bit. She's just quiet, and she's just, I'm glad. I don't think anybody got hurt. Um, I don't know about the people in the ship though. Those poor souls.
Whoever did this is gonna have a bounty higher than mine on their head, and I'm so mad about it.
Lapis.
Yeah.
You get to the harried mongoose. Where do you go?
So I'm gonna actually try and go into Dermot's room. I'm
He's
gonna
not.
knock on his door.
He's not there. You knock for a
Oh.
while. He's not there.
See if Irvin's in then.
You go up and you see Maggie's room, and
Mhm.
Irvin is actually sitting on the floor, like in a chair, kind of leaning it back. There's two legs on it, and he's a little bit half asleep. But you know, you've seen him do this before. He is totally wide awake and aware of everything that's going on, but he looks like he's asleep, and he's just kind of like outside of Maggie's door. Hey, Rollers of Fate, thank you for the
Yo,
raid.
welcome.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
So I'm gonna seeing him, I'm gonna head over to him and I'm just gonna go, hey buddy. You doing okay?
Did you burn something?
Why do I smell like it?
You smell like smoke, yeah.
Guess I better shower. Do you know where everyone else went?
Um, Io and Dermot had a mission
Oh, nice.
tonight. Yeah, they headed out. Io looked nice. She looked really, really nice.
Oh, well, that's good. Where did everyone else go? Maggie and
Maggie wanted to go out for a late night run,
mm-hmm.
and Gals is behind me.
You mean Irvin?
I mean, no. Gals is still in the room behind me.
Oh.
We haven't
Okay.
let him out. We've talked to him,
Oh.
but he's been mostly unconscious since you hugged him.
Okay. Do you mind if I use your shower and kind of refreshen myself?
Of course, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
You need sleep, so do you want me to take over after you?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
All right,
I'll sit
all right.
with you. I'll sit with you, but that sounds nice. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go shower. I'll come back and we can switch places.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna get rid of the smoke smell.
Okay. Wilvin, what do you do?
Wilvin is actively waiting for them to enter the cool flame, and to perhaps approach them.
They've gone in.
Have they? I missed
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Then
they
he
went in.
would have definitely followed them in on once they're settled.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a whole bunch of some people that you don't recognize, around like a big, like table, like they've gone to Applebee's. Like the entire cast party's at the Applebee's, and they push
Oh,
like
God.
8 tables together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
So they're just like in a mass of other people
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Then
You see
Wilvin...
a woman that looks remarkably like North sitting next to her.
Yeah, Wilvin's not about that fire right now. He's
Mhm.
not into the party scene. So he posts up at a table. I say nearby, but just like in the corner where he
Yeah.
can see them, not like not eavesdrop or anything, but just to get a moment alone with his party.
Mhm.
But he'll keep up the disguise, probably order a pint, and just keep eyes until
You
that...
see this woman, little young girl, come over, Sky. I think you know her. You know Sky. And she came over, and she has blue hair, young, half elven, and she has the bird on her shoulder. the
Oh.
rainbow-colored bird.
Son of a bitch.
And the bird looks at you
Mhm.
and looks at Sky and says, "Buy one, get one tonight."
Okay.
So tell him tell her the drink menu. And the bird's like, um, "We have $2 well drinks," and it's, you know, it just
2
goes,
gold
Oh yeah.
or 2
Two
silver.
Silverwell drinks.
2 silver well drinks, and basically just gives like spouts off, and you see the woman take some food out of her pocket, the girl, and hand it to
Mhm.
the bird, and the bird's like, and eats it out of her hand. It's
Ooh.
like, here for a good time, not for a long time.
Yes.
Quite a trick. Wilvin he's put on a kind of a different voice,
Mhm.
changed his accent a little
Yeah.
bit, but
Just because the bird knows you, make a performance check.
yeah. That is an 11.
Okay.
He says, quite a trick. I'm not hungry. Thank you. Another one of these, if anything.
Well, you've got it. Bird's like, hmm.
And Wilvin will just look it right in the eye and go,
Make an animal handling check.
"Thank you. Close your fucking beak." That's better than my performance. That's 17.
The bird's like, bird.
And
And just kind
Wilvin
of
gives
rides
it a
with
good
Sky
nod.
over. Yeah.
This
And-
fucking bird's gonna blow my cover, man. I'm gonna be so pissed.
North and Orgoth, what do you do?
Question. I'm really sorry that that party got messed up. I mean, I was really looking forward to it, but I'm gonna go put something on because it's getting a little chilly.
Because he's sitting there with no shirt or anything on still. And he's like,
That desert night.
you know, yeah, it's probably actually feels kind of nice, but you know, it
Yeah.
starts to get cold at night in the desert. So it's like, I'll just take the shirt and go. I'll come right back down. Maybe you could get us something nice to drink, and we could save the evening.
As you go up, you hear the door open, like the front door open, and some of Hamoin's servants come in carrying boxes, and there's like bottles upon bottles upon bottles of wine and champagne, and they put it on the table, and another box in that cart with all the silver bags, and the servant is like, "Ma'am, should I go ahead and give them out?" "Go ahead." And the servant picks up a silver bag and hands it to you, North, and hands a bag to Orgoth and to Question. Leaves the Dragonborn's bag next to North, and then they put a bunch of like presents in front of Mitchell. And there's like 2 bags they put onto the table. One that says Lapis, and one that says Wilvin.
Mom, if you need privacy, I have 2 rooms here.
This is a fucking party. Mom said the F word.
Can I just clean up a little bit then?
And you see the girl stand up, grab your hand. "Let's go. I'll help you."
Now I'm gonna go upstairs,
Okay.
get cleaned up, reapply some makeup.
My name's Nomi.
I know me. My date fucking ditched me.
Maybe he was busy. I'll be your date.
Okay.
I thought you were going to be really, really mean.
How so?
I heard that, um, mom, stepmommy. Um, actually, no. This is what she calls Hamlin, two mommy,
To mommy.
two
Oh,
mommy, two mommy. She worries. I know she like complains about you a lot, but
gonna tell you a thing.
Mhm.
That's something all moms do about their kid.
Are you okay?
Not really.
Come on, I'll help.
I'll be fine.
And you go upstairs.
Do the kids follow?
Just one of them. Question kind of comes up to you, Orgoth, and puts her arm around you, kisses you on the cheek, and says, "You okay? I saw you being heroic back there."
Yeah, I mean, it had to get done, right? I mean, people could get hurt, and I had to go. I had to go help. So I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay. I didn't get hurt. I just had to, open a gate and then run into fiery building. It's fine.
You're my hero. And she kisses you.
And he gives her like a real kiss again. This is like
Yeah.
their real kiss night. It's very
Yeah.
exciting. And he's like,
Oh, so maybe we could go on a really fancy date another night because I have nice clothes now, and you look really good in that dress, like really good.
Oh, thank you. You look so handsome. What were one of the? Oh God, the three questions friends. I can't find their names real quick. I don't know what their names are. But the one of the girls looks over it. There's a little like scuff mark on your like your pants or something, and she
Mhm.
casts mending on it, and it just stitches back together.
Oh, thanks, Feather. Is that right?
I think so.
Thanks, NPC whose name I
Maybe.
don't
It
remember.
is Feather. Cressy,
Oh, I
Ems,
remembered.
and Feather, and it is Feather.
I
This is called
remembered.
Feather is the mage. Feather kind of casts mending on the tear on your pants, and
Thanks.
I'm gonna, oh, and he stretches like real big. And he's, and when he does that, like it really exposes all the scars
mm-hmm.
on his chest and everything. And he's like,
Uh, he's like, thank you. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go up.
and he turns to question and he says,
But I'm going to take you on a really, really fancy
I know
date.
you will, and it will be wonderful.
Because tonight didn't work out like I thought it was gonna.
It's okay. And she kind of cries for a second and says, "It's fine." And she holds your hand. There'll be other
and
nights.
Yeah. I want it to be a really, really special night.
And she nods.
And he gives her a big kiss and then like awkwardly goes upstairs.
Okay. So North and Orgoth are both upstairs. Wilvin, what do you do?
Yeah, so once he sees North go up and sees that Orgoth is like on his way, like saying a good night, I guess. So he waits till down the rest of his pint, and he'll walk up the stairs still in his disguise, and they go into their rooms. Question? Yes.
North does for sure.
I went
Yeah, I
to
go in my
clean
room.
off with my hat.
No me,
With
yeah.
my baby sister. Yes.
Um,
me.
Then Wilvin will go up, and assuming the hallway is empty, he'll take his daggers, the really nice ones that are clearly his, and he'll stab one in Orgoth's door and one in North's door, making like big knocks as he
Thunk.
does.
Okay.
And then he'll just lean against a wall
Okay.
and cross his arms.
So both of you hear thunk in the door.
Well,
And Norgoth's like thrown his nice coat and shirt onto the bed. And he's like,
oh,
and he goes and he like opens the door and looks in the hallway. See who's knocking on his door.
If I ignore it, maybe they will leave.
The dagger is stuck in the door.
Yeah.
Right.
Orgoth. So as it opens, Wilvin would have like up high.
It's around my eye level.
It's probably still here,
Right.
honestly. But
Yeah, it looks down a little bit. He's like, hey, and he like pries it out, and he like looks in the hallway. He's looking for
And you
For
see
Wilden,
a
'cause it's
you see a
Wilden's
gnome,
dagger.
gnome woman, gnomish woman, big thick hair, purple feathers, leather skin, like animal leather armor.
she looks up at Orgoth and says, "Evening."
Hey, where did you get this?
Do you recognize that?
Yeah, I recognize it. Where did you get it?
And she gets off the wall and walks up and looks him up in the eye and says, "Do you recognize me?" And after like a couple seconds,
and he you can see him like he's looking at you. He's like,
I asked you where you got this.
and stare him right in the eyes, Wilvin like lets the magic go just a little, and you
Mhm.
see just like this. And he just lets the mustache come back, but he keeps everything else.
Okay.
Yay.
And
That's the look.
yeah, and still so looking straight up at Orgoth, and he says, "Calm down, don't make a scene, but I told you I'd be back."
and Orgoth just like grabs them, like, but not like aggressive, like a big hug, and like pulls him back in the room and like slams the door, and is like holding Wilden this big bear hug, like all.
It took you long enough to get back. Where have you been? What happened? There's been a lot going on. Are you okay?
I
That
think
note was pretty cryptic.
every time that Orgoth has done this to Wilvin, he kind of picks Wilvin up, and Wilvin's like part of it. But Wilvin was ready for this one, and I think he's hoisting Wilvin. Wilvin's hugging him back like around the neck, and he just says Orgoth. He's gotten rid of the mustache at this point, so because that's a silly look. But in his normal accent, he just says, "Orgoth, I'm so sorry."
Oh, it's any,
I'll
I'll
explain.
let him go.
I'll
oh,
explain
okay,
it.
I mean,
I'll explain it when we have everyone. And he lifts up the sleeve, and he's unable to disguise. He has this triangular mark with dots around it, very identical to the symbol on the note. And he kind of shows it to Orgoth, and he says, "It's too much to explain right now. Just I had to go. I had to."
are you all right?
And
We didn't know what that symbol meant. I memorized it, but we haven't had time to look for it.
it's not your burden to bear. And he puts the sleeve back down. He says, "I'm all right. But I've got some explaining to do."
Wilvin, are you in your accent? Are you in your Wilvin accent now? Or are you still trying
Yeah.
to be the gnome? North,
No,
make a
I'm-
perception check.
There's no need. He's keeping the disguise up so he doesn't have to recast it.
Yeah.
But
North, make a perception check.
North is washing off. It is based auditory, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
For
it's
sure,
no,
auditory,
No
yeah.
advantage. Oh no, that's a 7. I am too busy
Okay.
being miserable.
Yeah, there's people
Okay.
out here in the hallway talking. They're loud. You want me to tell them to shut up?
No, I pulled Wilden like back in my room. I
Okay.
pulled him back in the room.
Okay,
And closed
okay.
the door. So
Okay.
he's like,
Oh, wait.
and then Orgoth remembers he saw like the other dagger in the hallway too. It's
Mhm.
Wait, okay, wait. Let me get North. Wait.
Orgoth out the door and goes over and he's like on North's door.
Maybe if I ignore it, they will leave.
And he pries the dagger out of the door.
It's like, North. It's Orgoth.
Not in the mood.
There's
There's a fucking party downstairs and I gotta be presentable.
Okay. Well, I've got a guest in my room that you probably want to
Don't tell me
see.
about your guests, and I don't want to see what you do with them. Just tell Question to use protection.
I don't wait. What? No, questions downstairs. That's not who I'm. What are you talking?
Oh,
What are you talking? No, you should just come by the room before you leave, before you go back downstairs.
dang, I guess. I'm gonna go back to braiding. Braiding Nomi's hair.
Okay, okay. North's gonna come by before they go back downstairs.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
Sorry,
take like maybe
there's-
3-ish minutes. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep the dress on after having cleaned off the
Yes.
soot and everything,
And
and
Nomi
made
helps as
sure
much
that
as
it
she
didn't
can, so-
smell.
Yeah.
Made sure that it didn't smell so much like smoke. But now I am fucking putting my sword belt back on. I have the 2 rapiers and the 2 daggers crossed at the back. I am
Mhm.
not getting rid of that now.
Yeah.
Still wearing the dress though, so it is a look.
Yeah.
hey, Wilvin. So God, we've all got so much to talk about, but I knew you'd come back because you said you would come back, and I knew you would. And
Orgoth turns to the bed and he picks up a box that's maybe like 8 inches square. And he's like,
I got this for you because I knew you'd come back. And I just want you to know that you have made a big difference in my life, and I have a lot of memories that I have made with you, and that even when you are not here, I think of you and remember you.
and he hands you this box.
I think as he hands it, I think Wilvin drops the disguise. He sees that this is serious, and he doesn't want to take it in the wrong spirit. So he his facial hair comes back. Everything is as it was, but he's missing his hat, obviously. And he looks up and he says, Horgoth, you don't need to get me anything. You don't need to. And he's kind of speechless. He says, I don't remember the last gift I received. God, and he's kind of speechless. And as he takes it.
Yeah, I already got it for you, so I know I don't have to, but I did.
No, and don't take it the wrong way. I don't have the words to express my gratitude, but and he takes a breath and he takes a deep breath of kind of putting an emotion away, and he looks up and he just, thank you. And he kind of cherishes the box before going to open it at all. Like that is enough of a gift, just like that he got a box.
Knock knock.
Oh, okay. Wait! Don't open it. Wait, hang on. Wait.
And he goes to the door and opens it up.
Is
North.
it safe for me to look in?
Yeah. Well, yeah, of
Is it
course.
safe for
yeah.
an 11-year-old to look in?
Yeah. What do you think's happening?
Hi, I'm Nomi.
Oh, hi, Nomi. My name is Orgoth Skullcrusher.
And he immediately drops down to kid level, like he's
She's
squatting
my
down there.
sister.
Oh,
She calls her
I
two.
didn't-
She calls my mom to mommy. I'm calling her two sister.
I didn't realize. Looks up at North. I didn't realize you had more family.
Me neither.
It's very.
And Orgoth goes right into remembering, puts his hand out, says,
It's very nice to meet you.
and he's very present in the moment.
And she shakes his hand. Who's your friend back there?
Oh, this is our friend Wilvin.
Oh shit!
Wilvin's sitting, I guess, or he's standing way inside the room and kind of just forlornly and with a little bit of shame, looks up and makes eye contact with North and gives them a quiet nod while he's holding this box.
Hey.
And he'll slowly walk over to the door and I'm back if you'll have me.
Holy shit, I missed you so much. It is so hard to be a responsible parent. I failed. I'm so sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
failed. I failed everyone in this group.
Is this your kid?
No.
This is my stepsister.
Mm.
Oh
Well-
shit!
Hey,
Thank you,
Overlord
Overlord Face.
Face!
Overlord
Thank
Face,
you.
thank you. Facey Raid.
Woo!
Woo!
Hey, hey.
Yeehaw!
Hell yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
But Wilvin has he's like he sees the attention that Orgoth is giving the kid and knows that this is an adult's conversation, so he stays behind Orgoth and holds the gift and allows that moment. He kind of takes
Hey,
a backseat.
hey, Nomi, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you run downstairs and tell your mama that North will be down in just a minute?
I can do
We
that.
haven't seen our friend Wilvin in a long time, and so we want to make we have to say hi and stuff. And it's gonna be boring for you because it's
she
all
looks
like
up
grown
to
up
North
talk.
and says, "Is that okay?"
Yeah,
I-
sure. I'll
you
be
know,
okay.
And actually, she does one of these. Natural 20.
Oh,
And she walks away and she's got one of your daggers and she kind of just like,
Oh, snap.
I am gonna run after this kid and get that back. Nope, not for you. I'm gonna get you one. So that can
it
be a
looks
real
pretty.
gift.
I like the handle. It's real pretty.
I can get you one that is gonna be a real gift, and it is
I was
gonna be
gonna
meant for
say-
you.
Which one was it? Because North has like 8 daggers or.
It's the prettiest one.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you one. It's gonna be better than this one.
Okay.
Promise.
And she gives it back.
Thank you. Oh, I
And
have to buy a
Orgoth just,
dagger
like,
for a child.
Like spins around. He's still in that like duck seat. And he spins around. He's like, "Oh, okay, so Wilvin." Oh wait, and then he stands up because he realizes he was about to talk to Wilvin like he was kid height, and that's not cool. And he's like,
Yeah, so yeah, I mean the whole North family thing's pretty new, but apparently her mom married
My
some
mom's
like
the ambassador.
toddler. Right. Her mom's the ambassador, first of all. That's probably the bigger news. I buried the lead.
the ambassador.
of
who-
the Dwendalian Empire in
Oh.
this city. Didn't expect that either.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a surprise for me as well. Big shock.
Wilvin's gonna insight check that
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
because that's
I mean,
important
it's-
information. He would have wanted to know. He's that's a 26 on insight.
Yeah.
I am not
Totally.
lying. That
Yeah.
was
I know that. Wilvin
surprise.
didn't.
North is
Um,
kind of shell shocked a little bit right now, so she is shooting straight.
Very honest.
Yeah.
Wilvin just kind of takes it and he says, "Well, that's a bridge we might have to cross sooner or later."
I mean, you've
Yeah,
seen
she's
my
downstairs,
poster, right?
so yeah, she's downstairs. You can cross it right now if you
Not
want.
on the best terms with the Empire as well. So like, hey.
That like kind of rattles Wilvin, and you see him take another like really deep breath and let it out, like he's again shaking something off, and he kind of walks further back into the room and he says, now it's been a long time for me. I don't think that Wilvin has met Mom yet. I don't think we've been in the same. Great.
No.
No one has.
No
Um,
one has. This was
Great.
supposed to be the night.
Son of a bitch. Well, then, as Wilvin goes back into the room and he turns and he says, "North, you know how dangerous this is for me."
I know how dangerous this is for me too. So
Yeah. Well,
I get where you're from.
do you know
And-
anything about an auction happening this evening?
You're going?
Are you?
Maybe. Yeah, I am.
No, we're going. Like, yeah, we are. I already told North I'd go.
Yeah, we're going. A team of 3.
Well, I'm going in disguise.
Okay.
And the more you can do to help me out with that, I'd like to never meet your mother face to face.
Oh, absolutely. No problem.
She'll be there, I assume.
At the auction, no, absolutely not.
No?
It's you only what do you know about this?
Yeah, Wilvin kind of grits through his teeth and he's like clearly pissed off about something. And under his breath, he says, "Fucker didn't tell me a thing." And he
Okay.
back up to you on, and he says, "I just know that I have to be there."
It is invite only for the let's say the crowd of professionals I hang out with.
Do you have an invite?
One for myself. And I have
Mood
to be
breathes
there.
again.
I mean, I'm going as North's like bodyguard or something. So I'm guessing
I don't know
either
if
I'll
the
get
other
in
I don't know
with
if
them
they're
or I'll
gonna
wait
let you in.
outside. Yeah, I'll wait outside with the other bodyguards. That's fine. Like when you need me, you'll let me know, and then a door's not going to keep me out.
Oh, I know that.
Wilvin, he'll sit on Orgoth, the end of Orgoth's bed, and he'll sigh and say, "I've got to tell you something, and I don't want you to freak out."
That's what I told my parent when I came out.
He ignores that. He picks up his sleeve because that's just a typical Tuesday for North when Wilvin's trying to get serious. He picks up his sleeve and shows that the mark again, and he shows it to the two. He says, "I wish Lapis was here to explain this, so I could only have to explain it once." But he says this mark once rested on the wrist of my sister. It caused her a lot of hardship, and it was the source of a lot of strain in my clan and in my relationship with her. As you can see, it's on my wrist now. And he swallows hard and he says, and with it comes a hell of a burden that I didn't want to have to share with y'all. and he looks up and he just kind of like with incredulity, and he's like, "You don't have to believe me when I say this, but I am now at the beck and call of," and he kind of squints and he doesn't really know like what the word is, but he says, "A dragon." And he says, I know. I'm learning a lot as it's happening. But long story short, this isn't going away. I have to attend that auction tonight. There's going to be an item that I need to see what it does.
Is it a fucking sword?
And he smiles and he says,
Everyone's after it.
shakes his head and he says, "That son of a bitch." Yeah. Only I don't
Everyone's
have an
after that.
invitation. But I have to be there.
I don't know how to get you in there. I mean, I had to go through hoops to get that. They asked me for credentials. I ended up hitting up friend for it.
Well, it didn't tell me that it was invite only, so I've got, he counts on his fingers,
Is it-
less than 6 hours to find one.
Feels like it's playing with you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Okay. Well, they said they needed to see what it does.
A demonstration is all it asked for.
If I can get it out of there, I can always give you a demonstration with it.
Wilvin's one eyebrow. I can't do that, so I'm gonna say Wilvin can. Wilvin's one eyebrow goes up in interest. And he says, "You got plans to take it?"
If I don't get it at the auction, I'm hitting it in transit.
Well, if everyone wants it, it's sure to be under especially effective lock and key.
Oh, once it is sold, everyone splits out and goes back home, right?
But you don't think the highest buyer is going to be
Oh, I know
protecting
they're
it with
gonna
its life?
be. I know they're gonna be prepared, but they're not prepared for us.
Wilbin cracks a smile and he nods and he says, "It's good not to be alone anymore.
It's good to have you back.
It might be easier to acquire the blade after the fact than to acquire the invite to the auction."
On such short notice, probably yes.
He considers that for a moment.
Unless you wanna grab someone who's seemingly going and just like, and then, but I don't know. Maybe they have some security things to verify people's identities.
Is your name on the invitation? Or is it just like a
Is it?
card or something?
It's just a card. It's actually with a symbol. There's no words on it. The
Okay.
symbol is actually 3 links of a chain.
Oh wait, what kind of cardstock is it?
It's like really fancy, nice.
Okay, I do have a forgery kit.
You can do
I
it.
have an example right here. Do
You don't
want to
think that there might be any invisible?
I will start with investigating it thoroughly.
Wilbin, he looks a little nervous. He says, "I might be walking right into a trap. There's no guarantee that."
I might be
Yep.
walking right into a trap with an invitation, so you know.
I'm gonna wait outside. So if there's a trap, I hope it's not out there. You can wait outside with me too, Wilvin. I mean, I'm just glad we're all back together. We'll figure it out. We always figure it out.
Wilvin's still sitting on the bed with hands on his knees, and he's looking at the ground and shaking his head. He says, "Something doesn't add up. If I go with a false invitation and I don't get in, my only option is to get it after the fact,
Mhm.
according to North's plan. But if that goes sideways," and he breathes heavy again, he says, "if I fail this, I don't know what the consequences are."
What's the worst that happens? You die because you fail, or you die because someone kills you while you're trying to get it.
Orgoth goes over and he picks up the breastplate and he like plunks it down and he's like,
No one's gonna die. We're just gonna get this sword.
And you see a spider on top of the breastplate. Like a tarantula kind of pop out and sit on top of the breastplate.
I think I've met that spider before. I think that's before my
yeah.
And so Wilvin cracks a smile.
I think
When
that's
it
when you
Orgoth like
disappeared,
really
actually.
absent-mindedly, Orgoth just like kind of reaches down and like pets it.
Have you heard from Lapis?
Yeah, well, I did before the party. She got a tingle and then she left.
She's been on my ass for a bit now. I'm just like, whatever she does, I don't give a shit.
And back to Lapis.
Oh, hi.
So you come down the hallway all refreshed. Do you attach the leg?
Yep. I did it as after I had cleaned myself off.
Okay, you've got a limp now.
Yep.
Okay. Irvin kind of looks at you limping down the hallway. It's like, are you? I can't tell if you're taller or shorter.
It's a little change. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little thing. It's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs and get something to eat. Do you need anything?
I'm all right. If anyone asks, tell them that I never smelled of basically fire, of smoke.
Did you get in trouble? What did you do tonight?
Um, kind of crashed a ship.
You're gonna have to tell me everything. And he gets up, kind of squeezes your hand, and walks down the hallway.
Heck yeah.
Um, Lapis, as you're sitting there, you hear this voice in your head as a message spell. It's like, and it's this squeaky gnome voice. It's like, Lapis Prismawing, is this you? Our Lord Jamon wishes to speak to you and wants to know if your dragon had anything to do with the ship going down.
I just in my head, I'm just going to respond. New phone, who dis?
You asshole.
We know you're in the Sigil District. We are coming to talk to you. We will be right there. Do not go anywhere.
I'm just gonna stay silent.
Okay. About 30 minutes pass, and suddenly there's two members of the Hand of Ord and a gnome, a female gnome, very short, round, kind of walks with a waddle a little bit, and she's like, comes down, she's like, my name is Rahi Rahi, and I am the owner of the Lahiho here in the Sigil District. And I'm also a friend of Shaman's. And she's saying it real quiet. And she's like,
What was that? You're a friend? I'm just gonna say this out loud. You're a friend of Jamon? Wow.
and she just kind of like shakes her head. And she's like, no, no. You come with us.
Why?
Because Jamon wishes to speak with you.
But what if I don't want to speak to them?
The Hand of Ord, you see them draw swords out. Listen. There. If you had anything to do with that ship crashing into the embassy, your dragon, you have to tell us.
Man, there it is again. Seriously, where is this dragon that I own or, serve?
You.
It's interesting. I mean, I'll follow you. I'm not gonna sit here and
That's-
fight. I don't think me and my boyfriend can do that.
And Irvin comes up the stairs holding this big sandwich on a plate. And it's like, I don't smell smoke. So there's no smoke around here. I don't smell any smoke.
Smooth.
Not.
I just like look over at him and just goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Make a deception roll.
That is, what's my deception? I never use it, which is funny because I should. That's a 16.
16. Irvin is like, kind of does a wink before the Hand of Ord turn around and look at him and says, I just need to get to my room. No fire here, no fires to put out anywhere. And he walks down And like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And you see him give you a signal, he tries to like signals like a hand motion to you, and it's in Thieves' Cant, and I'd like you to make a investigation check to see if you can decipher what he's trying to
Oh
tell
God, I don't know if I.
you.
Oh wait, I do. Haha.
You
That's
what?
gonna be a 22.
22. Oh my god. Okay. Basically, I'm following.
Okay.
And he goes to his room and unlocks it, closes the door, and unseen, you just see him open the window and climb out on the roof.
Fine. Lead the way then for me to figure out what the fuck you guys are talking about.
We're going to go to my club. We'll talk there.
Your club. I thought we were gonna go see Jamon. That's who you said that wanted to talk to me.
We have ways of speaking with him. Come with me. And you follow him out. Follow her out with the two Hand of Ord members.
Sure.
Okay. You go down and there's a carriage, and she climbs in, and the Hand of Ord ride on top of the carriage, and you can climb in with her. So you're in there by her, with her in the carriage. Just we only have like a few minutes left. Going back to North Wilven and Orgoth.
So Wilvin, he's continuing to tell the story. For the whole story, check the Patreon. And
Oh snap!
at the
Chapter 4 is out.
at the end of it, he'll just shake his head. He says, I'm so sorry. It came upon me so quickly. I had to figure it out before I put you all in danger.
It sounded like you did the right thing. That if you can control it, like a power like that, and look, I mean, you wouldn't know, but while you've been gone, I've had more dreams, and with more, well, I don't know, betrayer gods, I guess, and Lapis like had visions of goddesses, and is like curing like crazy diseases, and like North
Hasn't done jack shit.
No, North has got like a whole family she never knew about.
I
And
know
it's
about
like-
my family. I just don't know about my mother's husband's family.
And told hey, I'm trying to like tell Wilvin how amazing you've been. She's been keeping everybody together while you've been gone, and in fact,
I've been
even
failing at it.
saved Prolix from going to jail for a crime he didn't
Yeah, I
commit.
wish I could have done that for my dad, but whatever.
Oh, what?
I'm
Okay,
a-
see,
I'm-
there's even more.
I'm just gonna
There's
go
a lot.
party. I'm gonna go
Okay.
drink, and I'm gonna go to an auction tonight, and I still need to find my old date because he's supposed to show up as well. And I hope he guessed how many lockpicks I have on myself right now.
I think as North starts to like boil over, Wilvin sees that that this is going to be a longer conversation. Then there's no fix right now, but he
Right.
says, he says, well, for what it's worth, North, I'm proud of you, and I don't think that a little bit of order is anything to be ashamed of. And he cracks a smile as he
And-
starts to open the box that Orgoth got him.
And what's in the box?
And as you open the box, you can see that it's kind of got this like red velvet lining, actually a sateen like lining. And in the box, I'll post in the chat here, is a pipe that is like really ornate. And Orgoth will say,
so I got this from a dwarven shop, and it's called a pipe of remembrance. And what it does, what the guy said it does, is that when you smoke it for a while, like after like 10 minutes or something, right, the smoke will start forming images like magically of like your most heroic and impressive deeds that there. So like you can use it like when you're telling stories. But I had him, I asked if he could do a special thing. And if you spend time with it, like if you become attuned with the pipe, when you smoke it and you think about it, it will, in the smoke, reenact moments with your loved ones, or things they've seen or you saw them do, or the stories they told you. Because I remember you said that you would share clan stories sometimes, and I know you don't have your clan anymore, but maybe that's a way you can help keep that memory alive.
Wilvin doesn't say a word, because he can't. He's, by the end of that explanation, he's just streaming tears, like dead silent. He's not like sobbing, but his voice has completely caught in his throat as he holds this as like it's made of glass, and he stares at it, shakes his head, he looks up at Orgoff with big tears in his eyes, looks down and again, looks up, takes a breath to say something, he literally cannot make words, and he just closes his mouth and starts nodding, and just kind of gives him one of those like macho, just like, like silently, and that's all he can do.
And North, you go downstairs, and the somber mood is lifted slightly as people have started drinking, and gifts have been opened. People are reaching into their gift bags and pulling out. Apparently, everybody got a coupon to the Steam Gardens for like a spa day. And there's like everybody has like a individual common magic item that I'll have you all roll for later.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
but everybody's just kind of relaxed and talking, and they've actually, you see Sky with the bird on her shoulder put a sign out on the door. It says private party, closed for the evening. And that's where we're going to stop for the day.
Wow.
Yay!
Right in the heart. Man, you poked my heart.
Boom,
Bill.
boom.
Oh God,
That was good.
That's so
this
good.
has been an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my
This
god.
is fun.
Right.
So much
Today
fun.
was a lot of fun.
Chaos.
This is
Kaboom.
fun, she says as she destroyed an entire building.
Yeah, we don't know that was you.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know if we ever will.
Yeah. That
Very
I
true.
forgot about invisibility potion too, so it's like,
Yeah, that's
oh
fine.
yeah. Well, we are almost out of time. Let's go around and do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can catch me at Bill Roper on Twitter, unless Elon Musk has fired me and didn't tell me. And at Bill freaking Roper on Twitch and YouTube. I also play Kier Starfall, a happy-go-fucky starship pilot in Shadowport Adventures, Luck of the Draw, a Star Wars actual play over on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamers Network. And I am also on the Happy Jacks RPG Tabletop Network, where we play a lot of different games. You can see all my cool intros. I do a lot of their intro videos. And we also answer listener emails about being your own best GM. And I am so happy the gang's back together. Oh my God,
Yeah.
This is so good. And maybe we'll even get like Lapis back in the
What?
mix too.
Four of us? Nah.
Crazy.
Man, I don't think that's gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Hey everyone, this is Jaden playing Lapis Prismawing. You can find me on the Twitter. Please be 18 plus. My @ is Foxtrot Fallout. You can also find me on the Discord every so often, talking about random shit. And also, I hope you guys do end up going onto Patreon and reading that Wilvin story, because it is amazing. Ross, you are an amazing writer. I
Mhm.
fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm waiting. I don't know what you're gonna do, if you're gonna do another one, and if so,
Connect it up.
can't wait.
Me neither. We'll see.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for tuning in, whether you're listening or viewing. I'm Ross. I'm so glad to be back playing Wilvin Grandmain. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at GriffRM. And yeah, I'm gonna plug the same thing. So that Patreon. So essentially, what it is, if you haven't seen it already, is obviously Wilvin has been gone for several episodes, and I didn't want to force Ron into a one-on-one D&D session. We've done those in the past already. I wanted to try something new. So what I've done is I've created a 5-part little set. 5-part novelization, very, very short chapters of what Wilvin has been up to and exactly what his new baggage is. So if today was confusing for you, it is all answered in the Patreon, and if you don't go there, it'll be answered in the podcast over time, I'm sure. But Wilvin's not a big sharer, so if you want to see it in an omniscient third person, that is on the Patreon. And tell me what you think of it, because I had a lot of fun writing it. Actually, part 5 coming soon. That'll be the last part. So
Heck yeah. No, it is honestly so good. Like I can't wait for part 5 to just like see the loop
thanks.
getting tied. It is
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be yet.
so good.
We'll figure it out.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I've been playing North the Aladdin Rogue, and you can find me on Twitter, Hive, Mastodon.art, Inkblot, Tumblr, at Suburban Cryptic. Patreon has been plugged twice already, so you know what? We also have a merch shop where you can find some fun Severed Sons stuff, and it is in the link tree.
Yes.
Yes, as well with the Skull Crusher t-shirt. That is, I think, our first favorite view merch thing. So
Yes, we
that
need to
is
add
cool.
some more stuff. We need to
Yeah,
get some more
fingers
stuff
crossed.
on there.
More to come.
Well, we do
Yeah.
have the motos now. I have a bit of an idea for that.
Ooh.
So, you know.
We'll talk.
Snap.
Thanks to everyone who showed up today in raids and chats. It's been great having
Yeah,
you. And I
2
hope you come
raids.
back
That's
soon.
amazing. Thank you all
Wow.
so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Love y'all.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys RBDM. Please follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons DND. You can find this Rhyme of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. And this episode gets repeated a week from today. So it'll drop a week on YouTube and on podcast platforms. Please share with all your friends. We have a fantastic community. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast Gang and Critical Role, and to all our listeners. Oh, hi! And our
Okay.
fans. Keep on rolling, everyone.
Bobby!
Bye, bye, puppy.
Oh,
Bye.
hi, bye.